What if, in 1947, India didn't just gain freedom, but became the world's next superpower? No partition, no poverty, no delay, just pure power. What would our currency look like? What language would the UN speak? And would the world today look up to India as the most powerful nation on Earth? Let's rewind. Let's reimagine. This is the India that became a superpower in 1947. India today is rising fast. It has a nuclear program, a space agency, world-class tech companies, and a booming economy. But what if that rise had started right at the moment of independence? Let's dive into a powerful alternate timeline where India takes off the moment the British leave. But first, to become a superpower in 1947, India would have needed 5 major changes in history. First, no partition. Imagine one united India, no Pakistan, no Bangladesh. The subcontinent remains whole, one economy, one military, one vision. With that, India would have had a population of over 450 million people at independence, larger than the USA and USSR combined at the time. A united South Asia would already be a dominant force in numbers alone. Second, Netaji Subhas Chandra Bose returns. In this timeline, Bose doesn't disappear. He comes back and joins forces with Nehru. Instead of ideological clashes, they form a powerful team. Nehru's global diplomacy and Bose's military discipline. Together, they launch an aggressive industrial revolution. Factories, steel plants, railways, and science institutes are set up across the country immediately. Third, early technological and scientific investment. But in this alternate history, they're given massive resources in 1947 itself. India begins nuclear research in the same year as independence. Rocket technology follows by 1950. India becomes the first Asian country to test launch a satellite by 1955, ahead of even Japan. Fourth, strategic global alliances. In this timeline, India doesn't stay non-aligned. Instead, it makes bold deals with both USA and USSR. Oil, machinery, arms, and even space tech are traded, not as a weak former colony, but as a rising equal. By 1952, India has military pacts, tech-sharing agreements, and embassies across the globe. Fifth, a radical education policy. Free and compulsory education is launched in 1948. Every village has a school by 1950. Science, maths, philosophy, languages, all taught in both English and Indian languages. This creates the world's youngest and smartest population, engineers, doctors, scientists flooding global innovation without ever leaving India. So now, we enter the early 1950s. India is no longer developing. It's leading. The Indian rupee becomes the strongest currency in Asia. Railways and telecom networks connect every corner of the country. India's first indigenous fighter jet is built in 1954. And in 1955, India becomes a permanent member of the United Nations Security Council. Yes, India now sits at the same table as the USA, USSR, UK, France, and China, shaping the global order. But that's not all. This superpower India also becomes a cultural force. Hindi and Sanskrit are made official languages at the UN. Yoga and Ayurveda are introduced in Western schools. Hollywood starts adapting Indian epics like the Ramayana and Mahabharata into blockbuster films. India's soft power begins to dominate minds, while its hard power shapes policies. By the 1960s, this version of India becomes the third largest economy in the world. And by the 1970s, it becomes the first Asian nation to set up a moon-based lab. Yes, before the USA or USSR. Imagine a world where Indians aren't migrating to Silicon Valley. Because Silicon Valley exists in Pune, Bengaluru, and Kolkata. No brain drain. No rural exodus. No poverty crisis. Just balanced, powerful growth. And what about modern India in this reality? Here's what 2025 would look like. The Indian rupee is stronger than the dollar. Indian tech leads the world in AI, robotics, and green energy. India is the main space partner on a Mars colonization project. The South Asian Union, made of India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and Nepal, is the largest political and economic alliance on Earth. And India chairs the UN, the World Bank, and the International Court of Justice. In this timeline, India doesn't just catch up, it leads. It inspires. It redefines what a post-colonial country can become. All of it because we imagined a different 1947. But here's the real question. What would you change in 1947 to make India rise faster? Would you stop the partition? Would you back Bose over Gandhi? Would you demand free education from day one? Let us know in the comments. Let's rewrite history together. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Next week, we reimagine. What if the French ruled India instead of the British? Only on Reimagine History.